Hey everybody, today I have a nail to fix. As you can see here, I split it, I hit it really hard, so I wanted to try my new Apex Acrylic system. So we're going to try that on this nail, and I'm just taking a clipper and I'm just going to cut it down. I decided I'm going to fully remove the tip of this nail because of that crack. It's just a lot easier to add a new tip and to build on that than try and build on a nail that's been cracked. So I'm going to take my medium ceramic bit and I'll file it down to just before I get to that crack. Now when I'm doing this, I do not want to go to the hyponychium and cut below that, because then you're going to open that seal of the nail and it's going to hurt. So the crack is just above that, so I'm going to remove all that product on top. Okay, so now I'm just clipping that to where I need it to be, taking my brush and wiping off that dust. I'm going to take my cuticle bit and remove any cuticle on that nail. Once I get that done, I'm going to take my nail prep and spray it off and wipe it. Remove any of those oils from my natural nail. Okay, so I'm taking my tips. I got to find the tip that's going to fit, and I'm using my star nail glue to adhere it to my nail. You want it from sidewall to sidewall to fit. So these are weld tips, so I've got one here that looks like it's perfect. So I'm going to add my glue to it. And of course you don't want the tip to go past the well on your fingernail. You want to push it from front to back so you don't have any air bubbles, and then you're going to wipe it off, the extra glue. I'm going to let it set for a second and dry. Then I'm going to be taking my tip cutters and cutting it to the length I want. Okay, so I'm going to also take my scissors, and I'm going to be doing obviously the coffin shape like the rest of my nails, so I'm going to remove a little bit with the scissors before I start filing. Doesn't have to be perfect because I will be filing it. Okay, so I'll take my 180 grit file and we'll file it to the shape that I'm going to be happy with. Remembering not to go under the sides of that tip because you don't want to go up too high. You want to angle your file so that you don't remove too much below. Okay, so now I'm taking my medium ceramic bit and I'm going to remove the shine off that tip, and then you want to go flush with the natural nail where the tip meets the natural nail, so I'm going to do that as well. Okay, I'm going to be taking my air bond and putting that on the natural nail after I spray it with my nail prep to remove any oils on that nail. Okay, so I'm going to be putting it on the natural nail like I said, and I'll let it dry. Then I'm going to be taking my Apex Acrylic system. I'm going to be taking the acrylic liquid, and I'm also going to be using the blush pink. It's a really nice pink. So you guys have to bear with me. I'm doing my dominant hand with my non-dominant hand, so it's not going to be perfect. So I grabbed a bead of acrylic and placed it on the nail. I cleaned my brush, and now I'm just going to keep pushing it down. And when I do touch my cuticles with the brush, I have cleaned off that monomer, so definitely don't be touching the cuticles when you have monomer on your brush, because that's just not good for them. So I'm pushing it down, and then when I'm happy with that, I'm gonna grab another bead, and I'm gonna putting that on the bottom, cleaning my brush again, and we're gonna be pulling that upwards. This is the first time I've used the acrylic, this acrylic system, and so far I really like it. It seems quite easy to work with. Really important note, I'll keep cleaning your brush every time you apply a bead, and then it won't stick to the brush and you won't get that acrylic inside your brush. So very important. So I added another bead and I will be pulling it upwards. And if you find that the brush is sticking to the acrylic in any way, then you just want to clean off that brush so it won't stick. Okay, and then I want to make a good apex, so I added another bead up top. It's very important. In order to have a strong nail, you need a nice apex. Again, I want to make sure that brush doesn't have monomer on it when I'm touching the cuticles. And it looks like I need a little bit more at the tip of the nail, so I just added a little bit. Like I said, this nail won't be absolutely perfect. I am doing my opposite hand and it's not as easy to do, but the filing after will just perfect any of that shape where it's not perfect by applying. Okay, so I waited till my acrylic was not too wet but not too dry, and I'm just putting on my pincher so that I can get a nicer C curve. Okay, so now I'm taking that medium ceramic bit and I'm just going to start filing that acrylic, and I wanted to make sure that it was dry enough, so I tapped it before I started, and if you hear that clicking sound, that tapping sound on your nail, then you know it's dry enough. So now I'm going to go around the nail and I'm going to fix the shape of it, and also use my hand file to perfect the shape. So I did want to show you this acrylic system, and I wanted to let you know what I thought of it. I actually don't use acrylic very much because the smells usually give me headaches, but I wanted to try this out. I have a few clients that want me to do acrylic, so I thought I'd give it a try. So it's not going to be perfect, this nail, but I have the basics down, and I'm going to keep on working with the acrylic more so that I get better at it again. Now I'm going to take my medium ceramic bit and go over that nail just to make sure I have a nice shape and it's smooth. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my file again and just try and perfect that shape just a little bit more. Okay, so I'm just going to take my buffer and smooth out any scratches that might be in that nail from filing. And I have to say, I really do like the Apex Acrylic system. It was easy to work with. So highly recommend it so far. I'll be using it more in the future. Well, I hope you guys liked watching this video. I will have the next video up on the design I put on the nail. Well, everybody, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.